Welcome to Houston, Texas, home of the fourth biggest population in the United States. I'm Ed Cohen with the man of the people. He is Jay Williams.
All right, Ed, I see you. New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston right there. I'll tell you what else is big. Rocket Nation, and they're ready to rumble.
Taking over the globe and maybe taking over this game tonight. Jay, you look at this matchup here tonight. We have the Greek Freak, the beard, and so much star power.
Ed, this should be a big-time matchup. Operative word, should. The reason why I'm getting frustrated, because it is one of the most confusing teams in the 2017-18 regular season when you think about the Milwaukee Bucks. With their size, their length, their athleticism, their quickness, and big-time names like Giannis, the Greek Freak, Jabari Parker, you think about Chris Middleton, they should be one of the top defensive teams in the league, in particular with that size and guarding the three-point line, but they're not. They're just close to the bottom of the NBA and allowing their opponents to shoot 37% from the three-point line. There are only 4 teams that allow better: Sacramento, Atlanta, Denver, and Brooklyn. And none of those teams are in the playoffs like the Bucks are.
Bledsoe throws it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy. Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967 and was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem, all of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Paul's free throw good. A three-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3. To Brogdon. Finishes strong.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Harden in possession. His team up by 1. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Bucks at the controls. Defense making the ball handler work. To Bledsoe. Antetokoumpo driving right to the basket.
Oh! He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Chris Middleton sends it away.
That kick block out the sun, Ed.
Now a steal by Milwaukee to Antetokoumpo. Brook Lopez, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Paul across the timeline. Leads 1. To Anthony. Brook Lopez swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Bounce the call off P.J. Tucker. Bledsoe with it up top. Down a point. Clint Capella rejects it. Second block in this quarter. To Paul.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Bucks basketball. Bledsoe to Antetokoumpo. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Harden into the front court. 10-6 our score. Here's a chance from long range. Middleton to Antetokoumpo. The drive right to the basket. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Bledsoe slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Giannis with it up top. The score 10-8. Middleton. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Paul to Anthony. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bledsoe at the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Bogdan. Antetokoumpo. Giannis Antetokoumpo. 2-of-4 now.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Paul. Giannis Antetokoumpo pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bledsoe with it up top. It's 12-10. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Right now, 12 all. Rises for the slam. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't tall guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Short jumper off the mark. Anthony to Harden. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Giannis in control of the basketball. It's 14-12. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I got to give a lot of respect to Malcolm Brogdon. He got Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago, but I think he flew under the radar. It's a lot more difficult in that second year when scouting report gets very enhanced. Let's see how year 3 works out.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Capella. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Harden to Anthony. They work it to Capella. Down low. They call a 3-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Bledsoe to Brogdon. Won't go. Harden with the basketball. Down 5. To Capella. Clint Capella. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
And the defenders got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
The Bucks at the controls. Harden in possession. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Harden to Capella. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Bledsoe. Clint Capella tips it. That's his third block this evening.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Harden with it up top. Leads just a point. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Driving right to the basket. From the outside, no good. Now Paul with the basketball. He'll run the offense to Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Layup goes down. Well done.
Threes and layups. That's what the Rockets do. They're not a team that settles for mid-range shots. And that's a good job of getting to the rim and racking it.
Bledsoe to Brogdon. Screen coming. Brogdon. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it.
Number 3, George Hill.
It's both to drop at the line. Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. They're gonna make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. George Hill. To Brogdon. Fires the 3, and it's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Paul to Anthony. Paul to Capella. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
The assist from number 3, George Hill.
Here comes the screen. Paul to Anthony for 3. Not that time. He missed it. Hill. Off assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Tony Snell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first.
Number 9 and number 20, Jason.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. DiVincenzo to George Hill. That's a 24-second violation. Almost unlucky bounce.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
The veteran, Hill, with the 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
4-3. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Carter Williams with it up top. They trail by 7. Picked up by the Bucks. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing opponents stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
After 1, it's the visiting Bucks out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul to Rivers. Bucks take down the board. Middleton to Antetokoumpo. The rebound belongs to Houston. Paul with it up top. 9-point margin. Trying to cash in, George Hill. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Paul. Knocked loose, and he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Austin Rivers. To Paul. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time. Hill across the timeline. Minute gone by in this second quarter. To DiVincenzo.
Take coming.
And it's Rivers there to secure the rebound. And look out.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Giannis with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Lopez to Hill. Gets it in the right corner. Antetokoumpo. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 15, Clint Capella. And number 2, Brandon Knight.
To Rivers. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
George Hill to Middleton. Brook Lopez. 3 for 6 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming. Austin Rivers. Bucks have it. Antetokoumpo to George Hill. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Knight into the front court. Down 11. Capella. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Hill to Lopez. Clint Capella with the block. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George Hill. To Antetokoumpo. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Harden in possession. Trailing by 11. Nothing going here on that drive. Got it. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Knocked loose. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Bledsoe with it up top. The lead stands at 9. Rockets have it. To Anthony. Giannis Antetokoumpo able to recover with the block. Milwaukee with the basketball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Giannis Antetokoumpo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw.
Subbing in for the Houston Rockets, number 20.
Able to convert on both free throws. Harden. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Bledsoe with the basketball. The lead is 11. To Antetokoumpo. Giannis Antetokoumpo. He's 3 for 7.
There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. With his ball skills, pretty good. With his height, 6'11". His athleticism, 40-inch vertical plus. And he's most dangerous in transition, which is probably the reason why he had an MVP caliber year with career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
George Hill sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Hill into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To Antetokoumpo. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. That's going to be out of bounds. Smith the last to touch. Beyond the arc for 3. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harden to Capella. Missed a wide open look.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Eric Bledsoe has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. To Harden. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Giannis Antetokoumpo. Now 4 for 9.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Harden. Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 12. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Screen.
Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and refs aren't calling it. Keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Set the controls. Middleton to Bledsoe. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. James Harden trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Oh, he had it. Bledsoe with it up top. Up a dozen. Antetokoumpo. Open look. Wide open look. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 13, Malcolm Brogdon. Entering the game for the Houston Rockets, number 2, Brandon Knight.
2 for 2 on that trip.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Middleton. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To Harden. It's claimed by Milwaukee. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on you.
Brogdon to Middleton. Clint Capella, huge block. Incredible. 6 tonight. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 17, P.J. Tucker. Subbing in for the Bucks, number 11.
Brogdon. Clint Capella with a piece. Make that 7. Harden has it up the floor.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Middleton gets it in the left corner. To Bledsoe. From long range. Not there for Bledsoe. It's all over him. Harden to Anthony. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. 8 now. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Chris Paul.
Brogdon. The Bucks with 4 to shoot to Lopez. Ah, rocking the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
The assist from 3.
Giannis with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. To Middleton. Brogdon. Tucker to Anthony. And finishes strong. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Bucks basketball. Bledsoe to Brogdon. Sizing up the defense. And the Rockets clear the board. Paul into the front court. Down 6 to Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get to go. Bledsoe to Antetokoumpo. He throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden to Anthony.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Paul to Anthony. Down to 5 on the 24. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Fires the three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. The Bucks at the controls. Brogdon. A pass taken away by the Rockets. And a throwdown.
And that is a sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Brook Lopez. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. The Bucks in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Bucks have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Rockets had kept it close after one half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Blocks.
All right, let's be honest. Some of these guys have been getting embarrassed tonight with the way their shots are getting blocked. But you can't deny the entertainment value.
Player of the half.
Antetokoumpo has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Rockets have the ball.
Here we go. I got him.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Harden to Capella. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Bledsoe. Harden to Anthony. And he finishes at the rim.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
Clint Capella sends it away. 9 blocks.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Milwaukee with the basketball. Antetokoumpo to Middleton. To Lopez. Clint Capella swats it. Then a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
No good. Middleton to Bledsoe. Lopez. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Clint Capella rejects it. Make that 11.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Gets it in the right corner. Harden. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Bledsoe with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. That's toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Paul to Capella. Bucks have it. Bledsoe to Antetokoumpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Clint Capella pins it. That's 12 now. Anthony.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Up by 6. Nice finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Won't go down. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Bledsoe to Antetokoumpo. Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Bledsoe with it up top. His team on top by 8. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Harden in possession. His guys trail by 10. To Capella. Picked up by the Bucks. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Turns and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Antetokoumpo to Bledsoe. Antetokoumpo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. P.J. Tucker tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Paul into the front court. Trailing by 10. Here comes the screen. Paul to Anthony. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Fires the 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Second and 3, off the mark.
Number 10, Eric Gordon.
Off the mark. Only makes 1 of 3. Bledsoe to Antetokoumpo. Shot from in close, no good. Paul across the timeline. Hit guys down by 9. No good, and no foul. To Antetokoumpo. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
Antetokoumpo. To Brogdon. Giannis for 2. Off the mark. To Anthony. To Paul. Capella to Anthony. Shot no good by Tuck.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Giannis for 2. Not that time. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Bucks at the controls. Brogdon to Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Harden with it up top. His guys down 11. Knocked loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Stuffs it down with authority. That's a momentum play right there.
And when plays like that happen with multiple plays touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Antetokoumpo to Bledsoe. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. To Harden. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
To Middleton. Bledsoe. Marquise Chris with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Harden. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Can't slam it down. Knocked loose. Nene. Harden At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, providing he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
To Antetokoumpo. Here's Lopez, down low. The pass set it all up.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Harden. Brook Lopez able to recover with the block. Substitution being made in this one. Marquise Chris. Harden. And the rebound taken in by Smith. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Marquise Chris to Harden. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, he was strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To Chris. Giannis Antetokoumpo sends it away. Shot from the lane won't go. Hill across the timeline. Up 6. Middleton to Hill. To Antetokoumpo. Hill. Greek Freak for 2. And that's rebounded by Houston. To Harden. They go down low to Chris. Marquise Chris rocking the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Screen coming. Giannis shoots. He connects with the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
I told you the screen was coming.
Harden. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Antetokoumpo. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Giannis Antetokoumpo. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
I got him. Here we go.
Nene to Harden. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Flushes it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Harden to Chris. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. George Hill. Antetokoumpo. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
George Hill. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Harden. Finish that. Marquise Chris to Harden. For 3. Missed it. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Hill. Almost, but no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Bucks with the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Anthony. 4-3. Carmelo Anthony is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Second and 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Giannis with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. George Hill. Lopez. No, he missed a short one there. Anthony. And scores. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 6. Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. And he'll go to the foul line.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Giannis Antetokoumpo has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Hill into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Harden. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
New blood coming in for both sides. Antetokoumpo to George Hill.
What's that cutter? What's that cutter? What's the cutter? What's the cutter?
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Antetokoumpo to Brogdon. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Nene! Huge block!
Sent a message on that one.
It's Rockets ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He drills the 3.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost.